Thank you, and welcome. We're doing the mayor's budget hearing for the Davidson County Circuit Court Clerk this afternoon, and thanks for coming. Before you give a presentation, I have a brief statement I've been giving at the beginning of each one of these. Over the last 2 years, we've had about $220 million in new revenue. It's allowed the city to make improvements in most departments and enhancements in most departments. This year, we don't anticipate having that much new revenue. Be a smaller number, in part because of a record number of appeals of the property tax reappraisals. Nevertheless, we'll be able to stick with our current tax rate, $3.15 in the Urban Services District, and we're asking everybody to come with a status quo budget, which means we'll provide the same level of service as the prior year within the same operating budget. I'm joined today by a Finance Director, Talia Lomax O'Neill, and by the city's Chief Strategy Officer, Brian Kelsey. Mr. Rooker, if you would introduce yourself and your staff that's with you, and then give us a brief overview of the department. We may have a couple of questions. Office. I guess it's an office. It's not a department.
It's
office.
Okay. It's either one.
Office.
Thank you, sir. Thanks, Mayor. And I am Richard Rooker. I'm the Davidson County Circuit Court Clerk. With me today is Ms. Randy Semrick, who is my Administrative Services Manager. Just a couple of things, Mayor, that we've accomplished over the last couple of years. And just one thing that we're in the process of doing. We've expanded our Innovision program, which is our case management program that allows order protections to be issued by outside agencies 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The Metropolitan Police Department, the Gene Crow Advocacy Center, and Morningstar Sanctuary all have access to this system, and they can issue orders of protection 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, like we mentioned. And this allows folks of victims of domestic violence to not have to wait until Monday when the offices are open. Those things the process can already begin, whether it be Saturday night, Sunday night, whatever evening. So that is one thing we're very proud of, in working with those agencies and allowing those order protections to go on and get started. As Natalie at JIS mentioned earlier, we are in the process of completing the TVIS project in the Traffic Violations Bureau. This is going to completely automate the Traffic Violations Bureau, Traffic Warrants Divisions, and hopefully get us to a point where we can begin work with the police department for citations to be paperless, and everything is going to the electronic form of record keeping and ticket writing and all those things. So we're looking forward to that. They have done an excellent job for us. JIS and Natalie Steers in that department really helped us get this project going, and we're on the completion stages of that now. We did save after our meeting with Finance, we're going to be able to reach our goal of savings of close to $300,000. We will, by the end of this fiscal year, be able to turn over $3 million to the general fund of the metropolitan government. That's fees that are in excess of what it takes to run the circuit, probate, and general sessions courts, clerk's offices. So we are happy to be able to do that. I would also like to thank our great staff of all 4 of our divisions of the Circuit Court Clerk's Office. They do a good job every day. They work hard, and they are good stewards of the county and the city's money, and they represent our office very well. With that, Mayor, I'd be happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Talia?
You want to ask us? You got our attention.
Yeah. So this year's budgeted revenue is just in the line item for commissions and fees is $3 million, and next year it's $2 million.
Yes, sir.
Where do you see yourself coming in terms of actuals for this year first?
We turn over funds twice a year to the general fund of the metropolitan government. At this point, we turned over in October and again in March. At this point, we've only turned over $2.5 million. So we're hoping to hit that other $500,000 by July 1. If we do that, and we do hit that figure, which I think we'll be able to do, it's going to lower our estimate for next year. Plus, our cases are down. the number of divorces being filed, the number of general sessions lawsuits being filed, number of probate cases are being filed. Our caseload is down. Number of traffic citations and things of that nature are down. So we're guesstimating, based upon the number of cases 6 months into this, what our revenues will be next year. And I don't want to tell you we're going to be able to give you more and then not be able to do that. So we lowered that number to $2 million. We may be able to get to $2.5 million. We're hoping we can do that, but I just don't feel comfortable at this time with that number.
And that you have no way to increase or that number on your own. That's just entirely up to factors outside of your control in terms of what that number might be.
Yes, sir. It's the number of lawsuits filed, the number of divorces filed, and actually our divorces are falling simply because people aren't marrying as much as they used to. So we're seeing a steady drop in divorces being filed. We're seeing a steady drop in just general sessions lawsuits being filed and circuit lawsuits being filed. It's not a huge number, but it is a decrease.
And I guess there's some sense that comes and goes with the cycle of the economy, too. When the economy is down, you get a lot more collection lawsuits and such.
That is correct. That is correct.
So
we're in a good economy, and, we have a lot of people moving into Nashville, and you think that might raise some of the lawsuits being filed, but actually it is not. We're holding steady or declining just a little each year. We see a fall in those numbers.
Okay. I think that was my only question.
Yeah.
No questions.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate your coming.
Thank you, Mayor.
Congratulations. I know you're unopposed in 41 days or something
Yes,
like that?
or something like that.
Something like that. So congratulations on your reelection.
Well, thank you. I was talking earlier, it's my 25th budget hearing. So
Is that right?
Yeah, it's been 25 years since we've been doing this. So very fortunate, very lucky, and I thank the public for continuing to trust us with doing our jobs.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye.